Hey everybody, this is Amy, and I was just going to run through this really fast so you can see what things look like both for your clients and then also what your collaboration account looks like as well. So this is motherboard from your client's point of view. They've got their account information up here, and then what they'll do is they'll start by creating a new board. So they can choose either vaginal or cesarean birth board. So we'll say, hi partners. Choose a nice little color for that, and then we start creating that board. So it's going to start off blank. As you can see, they haven't pinned or selected any of their options. So first you'll either, view topics over here, and you can start by any of these topics, or you can go over here on the left. So let's just start with maybe induction. So when you go to that topic, we have introspective questions for your clients as well as questions that they can ask their care provider. And then I tried to structure the content so that it's a couple of sentences of, what the thing is, and then a chance to dig deeper and get more information. And then they can select their options either over here on the right, or if they want to scroll down. Certain topics have different benefits and risks for each option, and some don't. So this is one of the more involved topics. So there's different benefits and risks to like pharmacological induction versus mechanical induction. So they can kind of figure out what fits the best for them and select that. So we'll say induction avoided. And then they can go to the next topic here. That one is vaginal exams. So if they already know kind of what they want, they can just select it over here. I'm not really sure if anybody who is like, yay, I totally want a ton of vaginal exams. And then they can just keep going through the topics, saline lock maybe. And then once they select it, it pops up a little checkbox over here so they can see which topics they've selected options for. And also, if they had more than one board that they were creating, their different boards would be up here, and there'd be a little green dot next to the boards that they're creating. So if we go back into the Hi Partners board here, you can see now their topics that they've selected options for are up here, and then these are the ones that are still blank. And so they can choose options for as many topics as they want. Obviously, we have a lot of content, and if that's overwhelming and they just want to select just a few, they can totally do that. So yeah, they can select as many options as they want, but to create their motherboard, they actually have to refine it down to their, what we call Suite 15, which is their 15 most important topics. And that's a really important exercise because it helps them prioritize. This isn't meant to be a 6-page birth plan. This is, hey, if you could preserve these 15 things as much as possible, I'd super appreciate it. So as they start creating their board, they would need to pin those 5 options to their board right here. And then I'm just going to click over to a different board that I have created on a different profile. So this is a board that I've selected all the options for, and I've pinned all of my Suite 15 options onto that board. So you can kind of get a sense of what their board looks like at a glance. You can also expand the topics and see all of the options that you've selected. And then if your client really wants to print out a paper version, they can do that. They can just hit download here, and in a few seconds it'll pop up and download a nice little motherboard for you. So that's what that looks like, and you'd be able to print that out and share that with your care team. So now that's sort of things from, oh right, and The team also, that's super important. So the team is over here on the right, and you would be able to add a team member here by email. So this is how, as a provider or a doula or a partner or whatever, this is how you get your read-only account, which is free. So the first time your client invites you to view one of their boards, you'll get an invitation to create an account, a free account with us. And that is just view only. It's not like you can't make your own boards, but you can view all of your clients' boards. You don't have to pay for that. So your client would just put in your email here, and it would send you an email that you need to confirm and create an account. So then I want to show you what things look like from a partner perspective. Obviously, this is still a paid account because I'm able to create boards, but your read-only account will only have the member boards part right here. And so these are all of the boards that you're linked to as a collaborator. These would be all of your clients, and you can sort them by either you can search for their name or the board name, or you can sort it by first name, last modified. Last modified is kind of nice if you want to see who has updated their board last. And this shows up all in real time, which is really nifty. So if I went into Anna Rose's motherboard here, I can see all of the Suite 15 options that she's selected, and I can also expand it so that I can see all of the things that she selected but didn't pin to her board. So that can be really helpful in prenatal visits. You can sit down with your clients and you can go through all these options, and it's your experience that really is the most important, because we have really broad information, but you are in your community and you know what birth culture is like at that hospital with that care provider, so you can help your clients prioritize, like, oh, they totally don't have a problem with delayed cord clamping, but this other thing they do a lot and they often overlook. So maybe, sub something out for something else that maybe is not as widely listened to, just to make sure that they have a very strong motherboard. And then again, even if you're linked as a collaborator, you can still download their board up here. And you can do this on any device. So if you are checking in with somebody in labor and they're like, oh my gosh, I totally printed it out and forgot it, you can just go into your account and you can download it right here, and it will again pop up this nice little PDF version here, and you can share that with the care team. So also a really nice thing that you can do during births is if the nurse or the care provider comes in and is like, hey, we'd like to break your water, are you cool with that? Or maybe they don't even say that, who knows. You can ask for, I usually tell my clients, do you want a few minutes to think about it, if it's not something urgent, and if they say yes, then you can pull up say the breaking waters topic, and you can go through it with your clients in that time, in that 20-30 minutes that you have to make a decision. So it's a really great way to make sure that your clients are getting true informed consent, and that they're really knowing their options during their birth experience. So you both have access to this through their membership and your membership, but just reminding them in that moment to say, like, hey, let's just see what it has to say, and we can talk over, where you're at in your birth process, what's going on, what needs to happen, and then just go from there. So it can be super helpful both prenatally and during the birth experience, and I'm really excited to hear your experiences, how your clients respond, how the hospital responds, how the nurses respond. And please reach out to me if you have any questions or if you can't find something. But that's sort of the lay of the land for the software that we have offered to your clients. All right, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.